Hey guys, welcome to Farming Simulator 19 on Marwell Manor Farm. So, at long last, I did actually do what I said I was going to do and gave this thing more power. Not much. Well, I say not much. I was going to go around the 300 horsepower. The way it worked out, it ended up being around 413, 414, something along those lines. I literally put where it had 0.9 something, 98 I want to say. I got rid of the 0 and put a 1. And it gave it around 400 horse, which it's made it react so it's not an absolute dog when trying to build up speed. It does build up speed a hell of a lot quicker, as you guys can see here. But it's slow enough where it's got a, you can tell it's heavy, and which is what I wanted. The way the truck is reacting now is kind of how I want it to react, to be honest. So, we got it going pretty damn good. Actually, we needed to go up there. Brakes! And we shall get tipping. Get that combine going again as well. Which, I think it's probably it. Oh no, it is full. Oh, there we go. I can't remember if I emptied it into this or what the deal was. I think last time I was on here, we were running sort of an experiment showing actually the what I call the dyno graph stuff, where you show all the horsepower. I haven't edited that yet though. Need to get on that. Alright, so if memory serves correctly, this field is being harvested, obviously. This one up here has been seeded. Does need going over again, which once it gets its first stage of growth, I will continue to go seed. The animals, for the most part, I think they're okay. I think they're good to go. I could do with a little bit of clean out there. And yeah, they're fine. And if you guys remember, we just did the straw down there. So the animals are fine as far as that goes. So really, yeah, we are just on harvesting by the looks of things. And that should be done by now. Yep. Perfect. Why do I have it? Is the fact that the game switches off the trucks, well, the vehicles. So I jump into it, automatically hit those buttons, and shuts the engine down. Actually, what's the acceleration like now it's unloaded? It's probably pretty rapid. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not blistering, which is good. That's the thing, and that's why I left the torque numbers the same for the axles and all of that stuff. I wanted it so, yes, it's got more engine horsepower, but the acceleration and all of that should be fairly similar. And from what I'm seeing here, it is. Okay, it's not, what I mean by that, it's not zooming off at a million miles an hour. You see some people when they edit stuff like that, and that's what they do. But they do it for completely different reasons than I did it for. They want to get everywhere. Like yesterday, I just wanted to give it more power so it wasn't an absolute slug. And that's unloading. Slowly, but getting there. So what else can we do? The animals are good. I think we're pretty much solid everywhere else. So we'll get that going. This can be moved off. This is why I need more fields. Because you get 2 done, and it's a case of you're sitting on your rear end, twiddling your thumbs, wondering what to do. It kind of gets old very quick, that. Now this thing needs fertilizer and needs oats, so we can go and do that, I guess. Use up the random bags we've got kicking around out here. Oh yeah, this week is the week that the horse aggravation stuff comes out too. Funny enough, as we are using a horse right now, so the equipment that I typically use could change up relatively quickly. Hopefully the seed tender's in there. By the looks of things, the from what Giants tweeted, there is the sprayer that I used to really like using. That's in there, so I will be swapping out that on both Oakfield and Marwell. I've been having a lot of people ask me about Oakfield of late, and it has been sent to Giants for testing, so basically it's whenever they get to it. If there's anything to be fixed on it, which inevitably there probably will be, then Oxy typically gets that done literally within 30 minutes. It's usually fairly quick depending on what it is. Now that being said, let's say Oxy will get to it within 24 hours. It gets sent to Giants. What happens then? It gets put to the back of the queue. Like every mod. If that happens to everyone, it's the most fairest way of doing it. So that's going to be a couple more weeks before Giants probably get to it. Maybe they'll get to it that week because they'll see it in the list and go, okay, yeah, it's been fixed, double check, yep, it's good to go, out it goes. But I will say probably another 2 weeks after that. Which I would imagine Oxy will say, or he'll tell one of us what ends up happening as far as that goes. So you guys are kept in the loop, but that's the time frame to be looking for. I imagine they'll get to testing it this week, Giants that is, and then any issues, it will be fixed relatively quick. Alright, I'm not going to fill that back up with seed because I'm not going to waste a little part of a bag there, so we'll back this away. And we'll just throw this along the side of the building here and park her up for now. Because I would imagine we will be seeding again relatively soon, probably within the same day. Alrighty. How's the combine go? Yeah, it's not going to fill up anytime soon. Something else we can do, I guess. I don't want to start selling off grain, but it's kind of tempting. It really is. So we could take a full load of grain in and kill two birds with one stone. And grab the milk tank. And fill up with more milk, because I think there is some milk left, especially after fast timing. Now, it's a shame I can't use that trailer right there with this thing. I know there are trailers for this truck that are out there. Well, actually on the mod hub, AAA did them. But they're dolly trailers. I don't care for dolly trailers, especially on a UK style map. And dolly trailers possibly are used, but I personally have never seen them used. I know they're used as far as bale transportation and stuff like that, but grain haulage, I personally, like I say, have never seen grain trailers that are dollies in the UK. Now, when I threw this in here, it never clicked. It's going to be an absolute pain in the ass to get out. And you see the airlines hooking up. Doesn't have any airline. Not airlines, brake stuff. Not brakes, geez, lights. So just nice and slowly back this up. This is a very nice truck for a slow maneuver and stuff there. And that took me years to get down, is being able to back up. I know a lot of people hate the dolly trailers and get frustrated, but if you take it very nice and steady, trust me, you'll be able to do it. It's just not trying to get too frustrated. If you take it nice and steady, it seems way easier to do it. You start getting frustrated and start pushing it and making it go whatever which way. Yeah, that's when you run into issues. That was only 8,000 litres of milk. I thought we had more than that. Jeez, move out the way, Daisy. There we go. What is that going to open? Perfect. We'll kind of cheat here. We'll just drive straight on through. It's probably why Oxy put the gate in, I would imagine. And I am about to sneeze. Wonderful. Oh yeah, I sneezed. Dang. And that's right, I forgot this tank actually only holds 8,000 litres. That is right. I thought it held more. It would be nice if the back of this thing, so basically just the tank, could be made to go on the back of this. Obviously it would need to be shortened, because the tanks that are for this truck just, yeah, they don't suit Europeans. Well, as I say, they don't suit UK stuff. This for a European, Eastern European, I believe it's Polish, someone was saying in the stream. But that being said, on AAA's Facebook page, he's actually got the proper brand name on his version of the truck, and it's not what I thought it was, which is the brand that, as you see on the hubs. I may reach out to him to see if it's possible to get the version or the textures that have the branding on, just for me, sort of thing. I like that side of thing. He may turn around and go and say no, basically, but it's all good. So with a full load of wheat, I say wheat, grain, and a full load of milk, yeah, I'm happy with the power I've put into this truck. It's kind of comical, another video that's surrounded by this truck. I don't mean it to be, but it's definitely going to become a workhorse on the farms of mine. You're going to see it a lot. I touched on that on Friday's stream, and yeah, someone, I can't remember who, but they hit the nail on the head. That's the way I feel is, some people get fed up if I use the same mods over and over again, or same vehicles. But the way I look at it, for me personally, if I am enjoying those vehicles, and if they're good quality, they shouldn't get boring. They should stay interesting for you guys. And that's why I like John Deere, so most of the stuff is going to be always John Deere. I do try and change it up and put other brands in there. But for the most part, a lot of the time you're going to see is the stock 19 equipment, because it's great quality. For the first time ever, I can actually say giant stock vehicles that were built for 19 and aren't in 17 are actually really good quality. They definitely up their game, whether people will want to admit that or not. They have. So I head down to the milk parlour first, or dairy, whatever you want to call it. I got a feeling the Rainbow Ridge is going to be the best for the grain, so we'll just have a straight shot all the way back down there. Really? I didn't think I was that far over. And as that's unloading, I will mute the mic to be able to blow my nose. Ah, that looks awesome, doesn't it? The poplars. They'll be ready to harvest soon enough, actually. Which will give us something else to do. Which will be nice. I think this could make for an interesting thumbnail. So, oh, what am I doing that for? I was going to tab through it. Why? Just put it in. Jeez. That's one. That's one. That's one. And boom, you're done there. And into this thing. And where is the milk? That's right, it's over there. I was taking that to the wool sale point, which I won't be able to use this for because it has a flatbed. Although I'll probably need to get a forklift. Well, we've got a forklift actually just down around the corner. Alright, sell the milk. Which you may get a good amount of milk, money for milk. And I'll just mute the mic. Okay, I'm back to 10 grand, 10,468 for milk, for 8,000 litres of milk, more importantly. It's not a lot. So milk is very profitable, very profitable indeed. Okay. Yeah, rainbow, I thought it would be. Now ideally, this will be enough to be able to then buy the trailer, the semi-trailer that I want to get. Which I was going to get the man truck, but, well, no need now. It'd be cool to have something like this in Euro Truck, actually. Rigid body. Again, I am an absolute sucker for the military stuff. Especially the older military stuff, I love it. The more modern stuff, yeah, not too much, to be honest with you. But the older stuff, for sort of the 80s, the 90s, yeah, I quite like. This is probably 80s, going onwards to maybe the 50s, 60s. More likely, I'm gonna say this is more 70s, 80s. Whoa! And for whatever reason, I cannot judge where I'm on the road, apparently. And to me, I was here. Oh yeah, I'm way over, jeez. Okay. I see that now. I see it. So I hope you guys have had a good weekend. Of course, it's already over for you guys. For me, it's Sunday. You guys can see the time. Almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Jess and Mum are out doing a plant night. They usually do the paint stuff, paint nights. So tonight they're doing a plant night. They're trying to get me to come. I thought about it. And at the time of them having to book all the stuff, I was like, nah, not interested. To a point I am, but I'm glad I didn't. With the electrical issues we've had in the house, me and Jess's cousin tidied up the rest of the stuff that we needed to do yesterday, so I'm glad we didn't. Well, I'm glad I didn't go. Because it's one of these ones where you need to book tickets, so I would have had to go. And I would have been able to get this video recorded. With that being said, I do have a lot of streams to put live, so I need to go through and do that. I'll probably jump on TeamSpeak in a bit after recording this, then go do that. Definitely need to increase the unload time. I don't know if it's something that you can actually do though. So that's going to give us probably the best part of 300 grand. And if that's the case, we'll go ahead and buy that trailer. Yeah, 51 grand. Wow. Actually, I say about buying that trailer. How much does that trailer actually hold? Because I could do something really cheeky. Well, I say it's cheeky, but it's smart. Holds almost 50,000. 48,000. This holds 35. I could do it in one lump. I could buy a dolly. This probably won't hook up to a dolly because it's a low hit. Real high hitch. I was going to say, hook up to a dolly. What's... Yeah, the dolly on this isn't a drawbar style. Oh yeah, I should... Oh no, it's got its own thing now, doesn't it? Dollies, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's a rigid one. If that was an actual dolly, well, a drawbar type thing, that would work. But I don't think this will. We can see, but I don't think it will. I could even put those flotation tires on it and raise it up a tad. Oh, we could lease one. Put the money into lease one and see if it would work. That'd be kind of cool if that would actually work. We'll do that another time though. Maybe off camera. Because this, like I said, this holds 35,000. If I could dolly it up, then yeah, be laughing. I gotta say, I don't know what he's done, but the wear on the tipper body itself is very extreme. It wears very quickly. Granted, I've got 1.7 hours on this thing already, but jeez, it wears down quick. So another thing I'm actually toying with the idea, and it's something I've not done for a long time, and that's do some sugar beets or something in a smaller field. I don't know if we'll do that on Oakfield, if we'll do that on Marwell. Don't know yet. Maybe Oakfield. We shall see. Kind of want your guys' input on that. See what you guys think. And then the episodes are all about you guys too. Not just me. I just sit here and ramble. You guys give me ideas or stuff you want to see. I forgot I had the tanker on the back. Drop that there. And go find the combine. And we lease that. Lease the dolly. We'll get the trailer. I will definitely do that. I've got 305 grand right now. So I'll definitely do that. And we're away. Slowly, but we're away. And of course, this thing is not as fast as the ideal. That's another thing. I'm toying with the idea of keeping that combine. You guys know that. I don't know if we will though. Once I see the bottom of that. That's empty. Empty enough, pull away from that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and buy the trailer. Monumentous moment about to happen. Here it is. 60 grand and standard wheel setup here. Taller. This will actually fit this truck beautifully. So to buy it 62 grand, we will buy it. Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business with you. Now, as far as the dolly goes, as I imagine, it won't work. So purely for will it work, won't it work, I will do GS cheats. because I am trying to save money, but this is literally just an experiment. If it does work, we will return it, and then we will end up buying it, but I anticipate it will not work. So we will lease that. Yep, okay, and go to this menu, which I'm surprised it didn't throw up saying I'm gonna save. And reset this to the yard. It's being delivered to us, and this is being delivered to us. Wonderful. Because I don't know about you guys, but I cannot be asked to drive back and forth. It's not really entertaining, if you ask me. Although, what have I been doing? Oh, driving back and forth in a damn field. But trying to make it entertaining as possible with a distinct lack of stuff to do. Usually it's not like that. Usually there's a good chunk to do, but I guess not today. Now, fingers crossed, drum rolls please, will this work? Nope. I knew it. I was gonna say, now if it like I said, if it had a hitch like this, where it would lift up, and I think there is a dolly out there that probably does do that, so I probably could, it would be awesome, but I can't. So I am SOL on that one. Leased vehicles, return that. Yep, okay. Goodbye. And we've got our trailer. We won't use that yet. Really can't even park this yet because I would need to remove this thing off the back, which I've never done with grain in the back. I don't know how that would cope. It probably wouldn't. So that would be something I'll probably use this in the field for a in-field truck, and then once it comes to selling the grain, we'll throw the fifth wheel on, which you'd never probably hot swap. To be fair to this, this does lay on the frame rails. You could probably get the fifth wheel in here anyway. But we'll work it like that. But for what it's worth, I could do it now too. Yeah, actually, it may be worth doing now. Screw it. We've got 30 odd minutes left. Well, 30 odd minutes left. No, I'm not recording for that long. We've got a few minutes left, some more as well. Something else to do. And that means I'll need to disconnect the telehandler. At least I'll be able to show you guys that. And how I could have that as the thumbnail for the stream. Well, as you know, we'll be doing Oakfield today, won't we? I don't know. There's actually nothing stopping me recording quite a few videos tonight, but the weekends are the free time where I actually get to play games and enjoy playing games. During the weekday, I honestly just don't play much. I end up recording farm sim, doing farm sim stuff, and not wanting to do anything else after. Right, it's going to do a little dance when it disconnects until it finds itself all sorted. Oh, so I can actually leave the back connected. Beautiful. Totally, totally not legit. That was weird. Kind of ramped up on itself though. This thing should be heavy enough to do it. Of course, I've never actually taken it off with this. I put it on with the forklift down at the main yard. Well, that's the main yard, the workshop, store, place, thing, down there. Where that forklift typically has stayed for the most part. Oh yeah, like it's nothing, jeez. The truck is not naked. Now, I do anticipate us throwing this back on relatively quick. Can I squeeze through here without moving the gator? Yes, I can. Oh, really? The gator's in there just enough. Thank God you that tab mod. That thing's awesome. Attaches. Oh, I didn't actually buy that. Would you looky there? As far as I'm aware, it just adds a fifth wheel. Really? I barely touched that. I hate getting caught up on something where you can clearly see crap tons of daylight through. It's just the collisions are way too big on stuff at times. And it could be the truck, it could be those tires there. I got caught up on them, but you could see it was pretty damn clear through. It's frustrating. It really is. Alrighty, that's all hooked up. So you got the two hydraulic lines going down there, which I actually didn't know existed. So you got the hydraulic pipes there, the brakes there. That's every time I just the detail in this is phenomenal. Man, hands down, right now, this is my favorite mod. Without a shadow of doubt. It's something so simple, but I love it. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what this truck's like suspension-wise with a load of this heavy on it. I don't know. I would hate to imagine what this truck would be like stock with a trailer like this, let alone stock engine and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to go until we've sold this at least. It's a good little rig. It seems to be coping pretty good. 50 ton. Completely legal for the UK. Not. How is the rear suspension there? Oh, seems fine. Jeez. It's barely squatted down at all, actually. Compared to what it does with the trailer. Or the tipper bed on it. Yeah, it seems to be handling this real nice, actually. Well, that's kind of surprising, actually. Well, I was expecting it to not be happy with this. Well, A2A, or A2A, Gs, that's Flight Sim. AAA modding's modeling skills and in-game and in building a damn truck. My tweaks for my personal taste, I have got one hell of a truck for myself here. One hell of a truck. Another reason this is one of my favourite trailers, well, this is how the European style. It's actually got the cables. The other truck doesn't, or the other trailer doesn't. Giants didn't put the cables on and that stuff on a lot of the machinery. They still have them, which is kind of surprising. I would have not necessarily expected to see that by now, but hey. They have had a lot more to worry about than that. As I said, the 1.3 update, I kind of would have expected a lot of those fixes. Alright, up we go. And this is another reason why I like this trailer, because it is a tipper trailer. More to the traditional style that you'd see in, that I've seen. Whoa. What's that? What's that getting caught up on? Oh. There's a light there. So we just made 71 grand. Not bad. Not bad at all. as I was saying, more traditional style to what you'd see in the UK for grain haulage, instead of the conveyor belt style that you'd find for BJ and all that good stuff. So I'm going to bid you guys farewell here. I hope you have enjoyed. We'll be back tonight for a live stream on Oakfield, I believe. Come next week, where Easter's coming into play, I don't know what's going to be going on to a point. I know Jess and Mum are going to be off, so it could be a little screwy as far as streams and all that good stuff. So until next time, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.